Cara's silhouette cast long shadows as she navigated the narrow corridors of Middleton Vocational College. At 17, her quiet demeanor masked an unwavering determination. Teachers recognized her brilliance, often using her work as a benchmark, while peers marveled at her effortless grasp of complex subjects. But beneath the veneer of academic excellence, Cara harbored a secret, a burden too heavy for someone so young. Yes, welcome to our channel of African Stories from VC. I hope you're in a good mood. We would appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel before continuing the story. Have a good time. Living in a cramped apartment above a noisy downtown cafe, Cara's father, a former mechanic now confined to a wheelchair, spent his days at the window watching life go by. Her mother juggled 2 jobs, leaving Cara to care for her younger siblings. Despite these challenges, Cara's dream of becoming an engineer remained intact. Each morning at dawn, she meticulously organized her day, believing in the power of education to change her destiny. Cara's routine included hours of after-school tutoring, where the clatter of her calculator keys mingled with the murmur of her hopeful aspirations. At church, Reverend Myers, a kind woman with a soft voice, preached about resilience and faith. Cara absorbed each sermon, finding solace in the fellowship and the rhythms of gospel music that filled the chapel. One Sunday, in the soft glow of morning light filtering through the chapel windows, Reverend Myers approached Cara with an offer to mentor her, recognizing her potential. Trusting her spiritual guide, Cara agreed, eager for any support that might ease her academic journey. However, the mentorship took a dark turn when Reverend Myers' intentions proved sinister, exploiting the trust Cara had placed in her. Betrayed within the walls she thought were safe, Cara's world came crashing down when she discovered she was pregnant. Panic gripped her as she grappled with the gravity of her situation. Her academic performance began to slip, and she answered questions from concerned teachers with a weak, "I'm just tired." Her best friend Liam noticed the change. In the quiet of the school library, Cara shared her secret. Liam's initial shock gave way to supportive determination. "Cara, this isn't right. You need help, and we need to confront Reverend Myers." As her pregnancy progressed, Cara's resolve hardened. She faced morning sickness with fierce determination, her mind filled with fear for her future and the well-being of her unborn child. Yet, in the depths of her despair, she found a glimmer of hope. Perhaps, she thought, salvation lay beyond the hardship. During a pivotal service, as Reverend Myers lectured on moral righteousness, Cara stood up, her voice steady, her accusation reverberating through the stunned congregation. The fallout was immediate, the congregation reeling as they faced the unveiled truth. In the aftermath, with the support of her family and friends, Cara chose to place her child with a loving couple to ensure a brighter future for him, free from the shadow of her ordeal. Her decision, though heartbreaking, strengthened her resolve to prevent others from suffering as she had. With renewed purpose, Cara returned to her studies, her spirit unbroken. She graduated with honors, her aspirations undimmed, the university doors opened to her, a testament to her resilience. Cara vowed to use her voice, her knowledge, to dismantle deception and champion truth. As she stepped forward, a beacon of courage, Cara knew she had transcended her past. The scars remained, but they now spoke of her victory, not her victimhood, and somewhere her child was thriving, a silent testament to the power of enduring hope and the strength found in breaking free. As Cara embarked on her university journey, her spirit, though tempered by her past hardships, burned with a renewed passion for change. Her experiences had not only shaped her into a survivor, but had also ignited a deep desire to advocate for those without a voice. College life opened new doors for Cara. She pursued a degree in social work as an Twandels, driven by a fervent desire to protect and empower others. Her days were filled with classes, her nights with volunteering at local community centers, and her weekends with seminars on legal rights and advocacy. During her sophomore year, Cara founded a student organization to raise awareness about abuse and exploitation in trusted institutions. The group organized workshops, invited speakers, and partnered with local charities to provide support and counseling to victims of abuse. As her reputation as a steadfast advocate grew, Cara was invited to speak at a national conference on child protection. The night before her speech, nerves fluttered in her stomach, not from fear of public speaking, but from the weight of responsibility she felt to effectively represent her cause. Standing on stage, Cara looked out over a sea of faces, her voice clear and compelling as she shared her personal story intertwined with her mission. We must dismantle the sanctuaries of deception and build true sanctuaries for our children, she declared, her message resonating with many in the audience. Her advocacy, however, was not without opposition. One fall evening, while going through her mail, Cara found a letter with no return address. Generandas towards thou, the message was a thinly veiled threat, asking her to cease her activities. Instead of intimidating her, it stilled her resolve. Cara knew the path to justice was fraught with obstacles, but she was no longer the frightened girl of her past. She was a warrior forged by fire. In her senior year, Cara interned at a respected non-profit organization, where she led a project to establish safe reporting mechanisms for victims of abuse within religious communities. Her initiative gained traction and support from various religious leaders committed to reform and transparency. On the day of her graduation, Cara's name was called, and she walked across the stage with her head held high, her gown flowing behind her. Her teary-eyed mother cheered from the audience, overwhelmed by her daughter's strength and determination. Armed with her degree and a relentless drive, Cara continued her work after graduation. She worked with law enforcement and other NGOs to push for stronger laws and better protection for the most vulnerable. Every case she worked on, every child she helped, reaffirmed her commitment. Years later, while visiting a park, Cara watched a young boy playing soccer. His laughter was infectious, and his energy seemed boundless. When he ran up to a couple on the sidelines, Cara recognized the familiar joy in their eyes. It was the couple who had adopted her son. She tentatively approached them and reintroduced herself. The reunion was emotional, filled with gratitude and shared stories. Their son, now thriving, was a testament to their difficult but right decision years ago. They agreed to stay in touch, closing the circle that began with a painful goodbye. Cara's journey from victim of betrayal to beacon of justice and protector of the innocent had come full circle. Her story, once marked by shadows, was now a story of light, a beacon for others to follow. As she continued her work, Cara knew that true redemption lies in the strength to confront the past, advocate for the present, and hope for the future. We have come to the end of another story. Don't forget to like the video if you want more stories like this. If you have comments and suggestions, I am waiting in the comments. See you soon.